is Kerr and I am here to report our answers in assignment 2.1. So first question is the mother has to leave the family to work as nanny in the Middle East. So what is the school of thoughts in psychology of that question is, for me, is behaviorism. Our answer is behaviorism. Behaviorism because the mother gone through in the Middle East where she will be conditioned through interaction of this environment. What is the ganang makarefer ta sa na philosopher? So ang answer mo ng number 1 is Confucius. Confucius because the fact that Confucius moral aims and social regulations emphasize the obedience to people higher ups in hierarchy, supports the use of behaviorism workplace of training. So Confucius faith in this school of thoughts in psychology. So let's proceed to the next question. So number 2, the question is, the salesman prepares himself for product presentation. He conditions himself on how to present his product, his strategy, and possible questions or objectives. He visualizes the situations prior to the actual presentation. So, the school of thoughts is my answer is Gestalt psychology. Gestalt psychology because the salesman imagines himself like he is in the actual situation, even if it is not. So, according to my study or what I have known about the Gestalt psychology is about visualizing yourself in a certain situation. So, Gestalt psychology is my answer. So, what is sunod kay usahay na philosopher na fit aning question? So, my answer is Buddha. Buddha because in Buddhism, the Buddhists usually do frequent meditation to gain greater self-awareness and greater ability to live in the present moment. Gestalt psychology is really correlated to each other to Buddha because of this. So, kabaman ta na ang Buddha o mga Buddhist kay hilig sila ng meditation. So, ang meditation is like visualizing and that is the Gestalt psychology. So, correlated silang duha. This question is number 3. The person examines his life. He sees patterns in life that give him her happiness. That pattern is both his or her strength and weaknesses. So, my answer is positive psychology. Positive psychology because it focuses on himself ng isa self-good kanang kayuhan sa iyong kaugalingon. Unlike sa humanistic, ikaw mismo na murag kang gitambag sa lain tao para kayuhan. So humanistic, so my answer is positive because na siya ra mismo. So the philosopher is Socrates. Socrates because of his basic ideas, know thyself and examine life is not worth living, are fundamental to psychotherapy. In that said, I can easily tell that Socrates fits in the psychology. So, based on the statement of the Socrates, so Socrates examines yourself na para ma-develop mong kaugalingon. So, fit sila or related. Fourth question is, the person buys an iPhone 12 because his or her friends are using the same brand. So, my answer is the school of thoughts of cognitive psychology. Cognitive psychology because the person made a decision to buy the same product from his or her friends, in which involves around the school of thought. So, cognitive psychology because it is like a culture ng if in the school of friends ng diin ka nang dagan sila nang hilig sila ng butanga, yung usa dili siya magpahulig, hindi siya magpawahig na makuha ng butanga kay mao trend karon. So cognitive psychology. So another question is, what is my philosopher in this question? So my answer is Immanuel Kant because the first and foremost fundamental difference between cognition and knowledge, as Kant understands it, concerns the kind of mental states they are, while in cognition is a certain kind of conscious representation. Knowledge as a species of assent is what we think of today as professional attitude. To the fifth question. So the fifth is, man's behavior is either copied from the parents or the opposite of what his parents did. So my answer of this in school of thoughts is behaviorism. Behaviorism because it emphasized individuals' observable behavior. So in behaviorism, so unsay ka na observable na behavior niya kay litan na bata karon unsay na observe siyang ginikanan, so mo lang siyang mabuhat. Proceed to age philosopher. So my philosopher of this question number 5 is Immanuel Kant, because we all know have an inner and outer self which together form our consciousness. The inner self is comprised of our psychological state and our rational intellect, and the outer self includes our sense and physical world. So Immanuel Kant wala kay na-explain dito kay sana sa answer sa mga kauban. So I'll explain lang na based sa kwan. So matawag sa behaviorism related sa kwan sa Immanuel Kant kay sa Immanuel Kant ang inner ug outer niya kay kwan sa siya nang mapektuhan sa siya ba, like nang unsay nature niya o sa surroundings kay mao man jud na kung unsay mong gidak-an mao sa imong masuon. Kung unsay imong kita og bata ka og if bata ka maka-identify ka din og what is right and what is wrong, so okay na. So ka-affect gyapon sa unsay imong personality or unsay imong mga characteristics. The next question. So the sixth question is depression due to traumatic brain injury. So our answer in this question, so o ba kung unsay mao na yung answer basta kay pauna ako yung present kay wala na time, deadline na ba dong. So the answer is cognitive psychology, because our mental processes are affected based on our experiences, perception, memory, and etc. So cognitive kay maybe answer niya tungod kay related sa brain, mga cognitive is our brain. So ang answer siguro niya. So the philosopher of this question is Maurice Merleau-Ponty, because her concept of rationalism asserts that reasons and mental perceptions rather than physical senses and experiences. So civilization can be achieved by promoting mass transportation like train or bus rather than car. Recreation of family in the park, promoting the use of roads for transportation, bike and pedestrian. So the answer is functionalism. It is the interrelated parts of consciousness we contribute towards society. So based on my nasabtan ko sa School of Thoughts of Functionalism, guys, functionalism is about being functional to the society. So unsay use nimo kung dito sa society, unsay impact nimo. So sa kini na question is functionalism gisa dapat for me lang or answer sa ni sa buwaban. So his philosopher is Foucault because he implied a rigid inner logic to relationship that describe an aspect of social reality. So maybe Foucault is nang focus ba siya sa society, that's why nang fitted sa ani na question. So let's proceed to the 8th question. So the 8th question is the behavior of person is affected by business zoning in the mall and comprehensive land use of municipality and city. So the answer again of my ka-group na ko kay Gestalt psychology, because our minds and actions tend to perceive object as part of greater whole or trying to make sense of the world. And his philosopher is Aquinas because it begins his theory of self-knowledge and from the claim that all our self-knowledge is dependent on our experience on our world around us. Proceed to the 9th question. So the 9th question is technopreneur attitude. So the answer of his school of thoughts is humanistic psychology, because there is a free will for the destroy of the existing economic order by introducing new product and services. So they undertake risk that has the chance of profit. So this is according to my kauban ako ka-group nang kung kabaw nga nung Tracy na conclude ani na answer, pero maybe something that na nakakonklud sa ni kung kabaw kung sakto ba ko di basta mao yung answer. So let's proceed to his philosopher. So his philosopher is Pyrrha of Pyrrha, The attitude of doubting knowledge claims set forth in various areas. Let's proceed to the 10th question. So the 10th question is, the man keeps on living with his unpleasant or traumatic experience. So the answer of school of thought is psychoanalysis. Psychoanalytic of psychologists see the psychological problems as rooted in the unconscious mind and that causes the man to not move on from living on his traumatic experience. So basic answers kung psychoanalysis because kung tungod ka na kay na-trauma siya, magdili sa kawa, nang dili sa kawa siya yung kaugalingon, like nang na-depress siya, wala siya kabawang sa iyang buhaton, o nang related siya sa psychoanalysis, o nang psychoanalysis yung answer. So let's proceed to his philosopher, also yung philosopher na related na question. So his answer is Kendra Cherry, defined as a set of psychological theories and therapeutic techniques that believes that all people possesses unconscious thoughts, feelings, desires, and memories.